What up? This is Robert Horry.
Three-pointer. Buries it.
You might know me as Big Shot Bob.
To Horry for three. Oh, unbelievable. This guy is off the charts.
What's going on, Big Shot Bob?
Robert Horry from downtown.
We're all still laughing about being nerd shamed at the end of last week's episode. It is the Big Shot Bob podcast. This is the shoot around. It is Friday. We've done 122 of these jokers. Yes, I keep track of everything because I'm crazy and stupid and psychotic that way. If you ever have a question or a topic for us, and man, we got a couple good ones this week. Just find us, man. We're all over the place at Big Shot Bob Pod. You can find us, we're bigshotbobpod@gmail.com. You can find us on Facebook and the Twitter and the Instagram. That's not Twitter anymore, X, whatever the hell it is.
I still call it Twitter.
And then you could find all of us on all those individual platforms. And the first question comes from Garrett, who brings up an actual great question. Rob, guys, who y'all got as Rookie of the Year? Flagg and Kon are both making strong cases. I'm going to give you a quick rundown here. Cooper Flagg, Kon Knueppel. They're pretty much back and forth. It might be the most close Rookie of the Year debate since LeBron and Carmelo. It feels bigger than a word right now. It's like a rivalry forming sort of in real time between the two of them. So it's going to be interesting to see how a lot of people vote on this. Who do you have as Rookie of the Year? Cooper Flagg, Kon Knueppel.
I take Kon Knueppel. And I think everybody knows who Cooper Flagg is. So a lot of times these voters get lazy. Oh, Cooper Flagg. Because I think
I've heard his name.
Yeah, you think of how Kon has shot the ball. I think he set a record for threes and things. He's playing good defense. Hey, I think his team has a better winning record. I just like Kon Knueppel, and I think, when you talk about compelling Rookie of the Year races since LeBron, Carmelo, that wasn't it. It was Jason Kidd and Grant Hill.
Oh.
They were so close. They said, "Fuck it, we're gonna give it to you both." And so,
true. Yeah, it's true.
And this is one of those situations I think where you could give it to both. You don't have to say, "Okay, you are the one." Think about it. When's the last time teammates from college that get into the league now you like, okay, we Rookie of the Year? So this is the one time the NBA should say, give it to both, because think about it. One is in the East, one is in the West. So just give it to them both.
It could represent.
But if I'm picking Kon.
Okay. Yeah, I guess who's your vote is what he asked for. Harp, if you had to put in a vote, who's your vote go to?
Kon, it'd probably be Kon, because the way that, like you said, he shot the ball, and I have to say, Charlotte they've been playing well.
Yeah, that's another question on the sheet. We'll talk about it next.
And I think he's a big reason. I think obviously because the other talent they have has really stepped up as well. But the way he's been able to shoot the ball and really play, he's really been doing his thing. So I'd say slightly, I'd probably give it to Kon.
I think the thing that makes me not want to vote for Cooper Flagg right now is because of how poorly the Mavericks have performed this year. And I don't know, that's not on him. I get it. He's developed great as a player. He's had big games. He's kept them relevant when they had nothing else really going on right there. But for me, it's always about are you helping your team exceed expectations? And for me, Kon has done that in Charlotte way more than I think than Cooper has in Dallas. And maybe that's unfair to say, but when is the last time we talked about the Charlotte Hornets? You know what I mean? And I got a great question from Darius we're going to get to in a second. So I feel like for me, I'm with both of you. I lean Kon.
Yeah. But the crazy part, I just looked at the record and they both got the same record.
No, right. But there was no expectations on the Charlotte Hornets.
Yeah.
Everyone thought they were going to be dead last. The Mavericks were in the playoff conversation, not the play-in conversation, the playoff conversation, as maybe one of the best teams in the West, and they're
riddled with injuries.
Wildly underperforming, right? And again, so much of that has to do with injury, but he hasn't found a way to elevate them. Not getting he's a rookie, I get it, but for me, the way that Kon has kind of put a bolt of energy into that Charlotte franchise, and that's the next question on the sheets from Darius. Guys, are we sleeping on the Hornets? They, after beating the 32-16 Spurs the other night, they have the longest active win streak in the NBA at 6. Since January 1st, the Hornets own the number one offense in the NBA, the number one net rating in the NBA. They're tied for first with the most wins in the NBA at 11-5, and they own the fifth best defense in the NBA. This coming in a year, by the way, where they beat the piss out of the Thunder on the road, 124-97, blew out the Lakers, beat the Nuggets without Jokic, and had one of the more insane blowouts of the year against the Jazz, 150-97. And they took down both the Magic and the Sixers this season. They've been beating the crap out of people in the month of January. And I think a lot of that has to do with Kon and the way they've played, but we really haven't said much of anything about the Hornets this year, and I think that are they in a spot where they can compete in a playoff? No, they're not there yet. But for me, I feel like, maybe we probably should have given them a little bit more attention because they're far exceeding what I thought they were going to.
Well, another big reason outside of Kon is the emergence of Brandon Miller.
Mm-hmm.
I think outside of his previous game, like over so many game stretch, especially over the winning streak, he's averaged like over 26 points, shot 50% from the field, 50% from three. He's, we all know he was the second overall pick in that 2023 draft, and he's really started to emerge. Now, there are times where I think he can take bad shots, but his talent is we talked about guys who kind of play like Paul George in a sense, or has a Paul George-esque type of game. We said the same thing about Cam Reddish at one point in time. Well, Brandon Miller kind of fits that mold in a sense. 6'7", guy that put the ball on the floor, freakishly athletic. Yeah, I knew you were going.
I had to do it. You have to do the 6'7". Yeah.
His emergence really as I don't know who the franchise player on that team is now because you still got LaMelo over there.
Yeah.
But one of the franchise guys, and his emergence is the reason why this team is kind of, even though they're out of it, you still see some level of promise. Now, whether they keep this team together, I think Miles Bridges is out of there at some point in time. His time is come and gone to be the franchise player. He got in trouble, all the other type of stuff. But the way that they're constructed, I don't know what they could do in the future, but right now they're playing good ball.
They are.
Yeah, they're a very young team.
Very young.
But I just think when you watch them play, they're going to have games like this. They're going to go on runs because they play with a reckless abandon. And you can't play like that in the playoffs. You can maybe win one game because you get the better teams who locked in and they understand, okay, this and that. Because I don't like guys who don't take the game serious. And this is when you watch the Hornets play, they don't take the game serious. You think you watching street ball because they throwing passes like crazy. They taking bad shots. They laughing. They joking, And there's nothing wrong with laughing and joking, but you can't do it each and every game. You got to take them serious. And I just think they're a good team, but they're too up and down. And they probably won't win more than like 30 games this year.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm all for a team having fun. Mm-hmm. I am, especially, and I'm with you. It's not going to get you far into a postseason. I get that. But for a team that had no expectations and was basically remanded to being a bottom dweller, to just be out there having fun and having runs like they've had in the month of January, it's like, okay, I think, and maybe this is the 90s kid in me, that the Charlotte Hornets being relevant is good for basketball. Because
That's the 90s kid in you.
Bring me back the starter jacket, the Hornets starter jacket that everyone wanted when we were in the 90s, man. Bring that back. I think the brand is suffered a lot over the years, and they haven't been good in a long time. And I think it's good to see a team that maybe once had a strong run and a lot of popularity. I mean, but you're talking about the grandmama days since the Hornets have been really relevant, and I like the idea of them coming back and finding a way to kind of become a competitive franchise again. And I feel like what we've seen from them in the last month is maybe the first steps of getting there. But yeah, Rob, you're right. I mean, they need to run a system. You got to be a little more serious in what you do out there. Don't abandon your fun, but find ways to be a little more efficient with what you do.
I think they also need some form of an adult in the room. Like they need
like a vet.
Yeah, because all them kids, like,
yeah,
and that's no shame, that's not like them, but we just sat up here and said they're one of the youngest teams. I think that team could definitely benefit from some level of veteran leadership. And even though it's good to sometimes play with a reckless abandon because you don't have any expectations, if that team is going to form into something and they're going to compete and they're going to be formidable and not somebody who comes into town and say, hey, this is our get-right game, I think they need some level of an adult in there that can kind of hold guys accountable and help that maturation process because they're talented, bar none. And I know guys have to mature on their own year after year, but if you got a guy in there who could kind of corral that thing a little bit.
Hey, let me just say this. You can be from Yellowstone and you ain't gonna be able to corral LaMelo Ball. It's just no corralling that guy because he's just, you think about it, for him to be the point guard, and he's a great talent, but he doesn't take the game serious, man. And he's gonna be the face of that franchise. So it's a trickle down effect. The way he acts kind of goes to the other guys, and then next thing you know, you headbutting your coach on the sideline going for a ball. So have y'all seen that?
I saw that.
Yeah, I saw
that was
so
an accident.
It was
an
on
accident.
purpose. Yeah,
it was an accident. But I'm just saying though, that's kind of the crazy shit that happens to that team. And for me, I just don't think if you can get him to take the game serious. And not want to, have antics, and play like he in freaking high school again. That is going to be the key because you got guys like Miles Bridges. I love this guy. He's a tough-nosed guy. He going to play with heart. You got, Brandon Miller and College Sexton, guys from Bama that know they going to come out with heart. And you think about Kon Knueppel. He's a business-like man. He's just out there balling.
Yeah.
And that's what you got to get. You got to get, if you can wrangle in LaMelo Ball and say, hey, stop getting hurt, all the silly shit you do, and take it serious. We good to go. The other day he was on TV and he cursing. I'm like, dude, come on, man. You don't have to curse on TV. Nobody cares. It's the stupidest thing ever, man.
Yeah, there's a rumor that talked about his brother going to Charlotte.
Lonzo?
Yeah, that was a trade rumor.
Yeah,
I didn't see that.
I'm not opposed to it. Not opposed to it.
But here's the thing, though. If you're having a problem with one brother, do you want to double down on that?
Lonzo isn't a troublesome brother.
He's a different player. I get that.
Lonzo is the one that you really don't hear a whole lot from.
Who knows? Maybe his brother's the guy that can do that, though. Maybe his brother's the guy that get his face and go, listen, man, you got to get out here and practice more.
He's more of a veteran.
Take this shit serious.
He's more of a veteran than LaMelo is. Yeah. So, I mean, I'm just saying, that's a talent. Charlotte has talent.
They do.
Mm-hmm.
They got talent.
I don't think we're sleeping on them.
They're just not a complete team.
They're not there yet.
Yeah, they're not there yet.
Do you guys know anybody?
I know a few folks.
Okay. And on that, we're on to the next topic. Do you guys know anybody who has a toupee?
Oh, here we go with the boxing.
Or has worn a hairpiece?
No.
I don't. Not that I recall.
Because my friends would kill you if you wore a toupee. Next thing you know, you just shave it all off.
You saw the clip of the boxer, Gerald Miller?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was in a fight the other night facing Kingsley Iba, I think is how you say his name. Mm-hmm. This was on Saturday night, and he got hit so hard that his hairpiece came off. And you saw the line of the glue and the color, right around the edge. It was brutal. Now, he, in good spirit, he ripped it off. He threw it into the crowd. He fought the rest of the fight without it. Dude, it was comical. But it was like, what a total, what an embarrassment.
Well,
I would have died of embarrassment. Been like, he won the fight. I feel like if you get your toupee knocked off in the middle of a fight, you have to win the fight. You got to win the fight.
Yeah, what the barber said it could withstand weather and everything like that. It didn't say it couldn't withstand a punch.
Yeah, well, some flurries. He got punched in the face a few times. That thing went flopping off. So my question is, I'm getting there. I'm not there yet, but I'm starting to get there. Do you go bald gracefully? Do you shave the head, or do you try to hang on for dear life and do like a hairpiece or a plugs or anything?
Well, I think there are things that you can do.
How important is your hair to you?
It's important. And I think I look at it like this. This isn't like the 70s.
And this is no judgment.
Right.
I'm just curious.
I mean, I think it's not, this isn't like 30, 40 years ago. I think there are ways and natural supplements that you could take, unharmful supplements that you can take that can help restart your hair. You can go to Turkey. Yeah. You can do a lot of things. Now, there are a lot of options. It just depends whether or not you have the funds or you want to have the patience to grow your hair back. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't care. Like, all right, cool.
Because we talked about it with Jalen Green and the coloring.
Jaylen Brown.
Or Jaylen Brown. Sorry, Jaylen Brown. Yeah, no, you're right. Jaylen Brown. Sorry. Jaylen Brown with the coloring and all that stuff. So it's like, it's out there. And I get it. Like, see, I don't know. My dad went bald in his mid-50s and just went all in and just shaved his head. and was just like he had the strip going back, like the hairline he had the Shaq hairline, which was like about the top of his head, and just instead of trying to bring it down, just went no, and just shaved his head bald. He just went all in on the bald head, and yeah, it just rolled with it until he passed it a couple years ago.
I think it just depends on who you are as a
But I
man.
know people get like really hung up with their hair.
Well, but I also think people depends on how your head looks, because everybody's head may not look bald.
That's true.
Look good bald.
That's where I was gonna go with
So,
it. I seen some guys who go bald, like, damn, I didn't know you had a Sharpay head. You know what the head looked
It
like
just
this.
comes
I'm like,
in,
no,
it's all crinkly
grow your hair back, dog.
Yeah.
So,
And I think there are ways in which there are natural ways, and then there are surgical ways that you can go, and non-invasive ways that you can go back getting your hair.
There is.
It's 2026.
But Rob, how would you like?
I'm letting it go.
You're just gonna let it go?
Let it go.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm letting it go.
Let it go gracefully.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good for you.
You know, I have some friends that like. He's like you said, I had the gray in my beard.
Yeah.
He had a little gray, and then next to my son, it was all black. I'm like, first thing I was like, man, what the fuck you do to your
see,
beard?
I can't. Yeah. See,
So-
I'm doing the same thing. Top of my hair is really salt and peppery. Like I've got more salt than pepper these days. And I'm just letting it go, man. I'm fine with it being gray. It don't bother me. But if the more it starts to dissipate, I'm gonna just kind of try and let it sort of live. But I'm not gonna do like any of those hair transplant things or plugs or any of that stuff. If anything, I'm just gonna shave it. And I don't know how I'm going to look with a shaved head. If it look like shit, I'm going to be wearing a hat all the time. So, I don't know what to tell you. But I know a lot of guys do that, man. They start to lose their hair, and they just a hat all the time. You know? But I don't know. All
I
right.
think the best thing is to always ask the wife, what do you think, babe?
What do you want, babe? You're just going to put a hat on that bald-ass head. Okay. All right, last thing. We talked about Super Bowl 60 this weekend. You guys do anything for the Super Bowl traditionally? Like, you guys hanging out anywhere? You just going to watch it at home and chill, or... I mean, we don't have a dog in the fight, I don't think. Nobody's a Seahawks fan or a
I
Patriots
almost
fan
had a
on this
dog
show.
in the fight.
You were close.
It was close.
But, like, I mean, I like a Super Bowl party. If someone's having some people over, and, like, I'll go to my neighbor's house or something. If he's having people over, we'll hang out. But, yeah, I don't know. Like, we do Super Bowl squares here at the office. That's fun.
Yeah, I'm just chilling. I'm
gonna sit
it
at the
depends.
house.
Yeah.
Nah, I'll be out of town.
All right, well, yeah,
I'll
Harp's
be-
traveling.
Yeah,
So there you go.
I'll be in.
All right, well, we made our picks. So we already know who everybody's picking. Let's do some prop bets.
Let's do some prop bets. Let's
Do
go.
some prop bets for the Super Bowl this weekend. Gatorade color dumped on the winning coach. Your leader in the clubhouse right now is orange. Yellow, lime, green, or blue. Plus 260 at second place. Purple, a distant third. And then the far away, if you want to place a bet and see if it cashes, red or pink or clear are the underdogs by a mile.
Ugh,
Well,
clear.
Gatorade is pink.
I don't know. I don't know if I've had a pink Gatorade.
I'm going with the green Gatorade because when I got Seattle winning it, so
Okay.
I'm saying green
Okay.
because that's one of their favorite colors. So I'm going that color.
Okay. Harp?
Oh, yeah, it just depends on.
I mean, it's such a random, stupid throwaway.
But you know,
bet.
Super Bowl, they bet on everything. I think it just depends on which team wins. Like, I think I'm keen to go with Robin. If it's Seattle, you'll get the green. If it's the Patriots, it'll either be the blue or the red.
I'm gonna go pick the underdog. I'm gonna go clear because they do a lot of different types of Gatorades that are
Yeah,
clear or water. In that case, if they don't do Gatorade, counts. So I'm gonna go clear. I don't think he gets the big Gatorade bath. Super Bowl national anthem watch. Charlie Puth is singing the national anthem.
Who?
Exactly. No, he's a pop singer. The over-under is 2 minutes on Charlie Puth's national anthem. I think the national anthem times out to about 2 minutes. So the question is, do you think he hammers through it, gets it done, gets out of there, or is he going to stylize it,
A little over.
dance all over it?
Over.
A little over.
Yeah, I feel like the
Nobody
more...
knows who he is, so he's going to try to make
Yeah,
his
he's
mark.
going to try and do a thing where, yeah, I'm with you. I'm going to go over as well. I've never heard of this. Will any player score an octopus? Anyone know what an octopus is?
What is that?
An octopus is a player who scores a touchdown and then also converts the 2-point. So an 8-point play.
Oh.
So if, receiver for either team catches the touchdown and then also catches the 2-point conversion.
No, I don't think so.
Anybody scores an octopus in this game.
No.
I've never even heard of that before. I've been watching football my whole life.
No, never heard of it, and I don't think it happens.
If it does happen, who you think it would be?
Jackson Smith and Jigba, wide receiver for the Seattle Seahawks.
That's a good bet.
I was going to go with okay boyfriend.
Oh, you talking about Cardi B?
Diggs?
Yeah,
Diggs.
I was
Stephen
going with Diggs.
Yeah. Okay. I don't think anybody's going to do it, so I don't even care. Will Super Bowl 60 go to overtime? The heavy favorite here is no.
No.
I don't think so either. I think we only had one, right? Goes to overtime? The stupid Falcons won when they lost?
Oh, yeah.
I think that's the only one.
Yeah.
The largest lead of Super Bowl 60, the over is 14.5 points. Do you think either of these teams will have a 2-touchdown lead?
Yes. I think Seattle will.
You think they're going to run? Okay.
I say maybe a 10. I don't know about a 14.
Yeah, I'm with Harp. I'm leaning like no, but I mean they very well could have a 10, 13 point lead. I don't know if they're going to stretch it to 2 touchdowns. If they do, that game's going to be a runaway. But then again, I just mentioned the Falcons and the Patriots, so who the hell knows? And then the longest field goal made in the Super Bowl, over under 49.5 yards. It's almost a 50-yard field goal.
They're kicking the shit out of the ball.
I was going to say I'm going over. It seems like almost every field goal attempt is like 55 yards now.
I'm gonna go. I'll go a little under.
You're gonna go under? All right.
A little.
I'm gonna roll over. It seems like they will roll the kicker
over.
out now from any distance. Especially in some of these playoff games, they're like, well, if we can get 3 points, let's attempt a 68-yard field goal. Give it a shot.
Well,
Roll 'em
especially
out there.
before the half.
Yeah, before the half, or God forbid, in the closing seconds, and you need it. So we're gonna roll it out. But all right, so we'll see who wins, Patriots or Seahawks. Everybody's going Seahawks, right?
Yeah.
On this one.
Yeah, I gotta choose.
Yeah, reluctantly.
I really-
Seahawks.
My head is telling me the Seahawks. I really don't want that trophy anywhere near the NFC West.
Dude, I
but
cannot root for the Patriots.
I know. I don't want to root for either one of them.
I can't do it. It's not. I mean, and I know this isn't the Patriots I hated, but they're still the Patriots.
They're the Patriots.
And I know a lot of obnoxious Patriots fans that I do not need to have them have another Super Bowl title to run around with.
Become the all-time leader in Super Bowls?
No,
I don't
I'm
want that
good,
either.
man. Look, they've been gone for like 5-6 years. I haven't heard from any of these jackasses in like about 6 or 7 years. Do not bring them back into the national spotlight.
back now.
I don't need the obnoxious lady down the street in her Gronk jersey running around throwing it in my face that the Patriots won another Super Bowl. I'm good. Let that lady go back to her little room and cry.
Well, if Drake May is what he is in his second year, she's back.
No,
that lady gonna be back.
No, I don't need that lady. Tom Brady's the best quarterback ever lived. Shut up. I can't. Stop. I can't.